Okay, so this is the final evening of our trip to Scotland. We're on the Five Coast. You can see out there, that's the Five Coast. South facing, very, very beautiful. And this has been, for me, really a really good week. I didn't actually come up here with the intention of doing much on the coastal thing, but because it's turned into such a golden resource and golden opportunity, I've been able to do quite a few videos for the NFPA up here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a little bit of a mini-series. Because I've had to do other things while I've been here, like running a coastal survival course, I haven't really been able to get as many videos as I would have liked to. That said, I've done a few. They'll be appearing on the website, I'm sure, shortly. And it's given me some great ideas of projects to do over the coming weeks. And certainly before the summer's end, my plan is to go down to another coastal region, which is down south, which is much closer to where I live and much easier for me to access than this place. It's called the Gower Peninsula. It's on the Atlantic coast as opposed to the North Sea coast where we are now. So it's much more, it'd be much more familiar to people who live on the eastern seaboard in the US. But it's a great place and it's a great resource, and actually there is probably even more resources down there. And because I know the place, I won't have to do so much exploring to find things. So that's going to be kind of cool. So I'm going to do a few projects before the end of summer, certainly before the end of autumn. We're going to go down to the Gower coast and put some of those things that I've kind of thought about here, some of the things that I've built into practice down there, and see if we can catch us some food. But I think overall the important thing has been is that if you're looking for a place that will provide you with many of the resources that you would require for surviving off the landscape, would provide you with many of the resources that you would require for living off the land, then you can do far worse than coming to a coastal environment. As I've seen this week, there are resources here that you can fire straight into, no messing about. You can just get in there and start harvesting food from the beach, from the shoreline, from the rocks. I mean, look at this rocky cove. This is fabulous. I mean, this is a perfect environment for shellfish. You know, also on the rocks over there, you'll find that fish will run between areas of rocks, so you'll be able to put fishing lines out, night lines, even hang nets across and catch a good haul of sea fish, as well as all the shellfish, the mollusks, the bivalves that litter these beaches all over the place. And then there's seafood, and then there's the plants that live along the shoreline. And of course you've still got access inland into the woods, into the fields, where you'll find mammals that you'll be able to hunt and to trap. The resources here in terms of shelter are a little bit raw, I'll give you that. You know, it's a very rocky coastline, but with a little bit of thought, there are places here that you could build shelters. You could certainly build shelters out of stones. With a tarp, you could make a fairly comfortable domain for you to live in. So just to recap then, it's been a great week. We've been over to an island, which is, I think you can just see it just beyond the pier there, the end of the pier by this little fishing village where I am now. The island of May. We were there the other day, did some good videos over there. Looked at how maybe the old monks used to live there. I certainly realised that for me, if I wanted to live on an industrial scale, on a commercial scale, on a family scale, to feed me and feed my family and to protect them, then I think a coastal place is somewhere where I would make for in the first instance. And it's certainly a place where I'm going to be looking for, that I'm going to be looking to in the future when I'm making my own preparations for get out of Dodge situations. So, it's been a great week. I hope you enjoy what we've done, and I hope you'll keep tuning into this coastal series, because we are going to continue it. As the old saying goes, red sky at night, shepherd's delight. So it's going to be a lovely day tomorrow, I hope, if that saying holds true, and it's certainly done well for me in the past. So this is Dave Connell on the five coasts of Scotland for the NFPA, and I'll see you again soon.